All right, well, today is the 21st of December. It's early in the morning. I'm getting ready. So the 21st, that marks my 3-week minimum for Maverick in the truck training. We're getting ready to, I'm getting ready to head back to the truck over in the yard. I'm parked about 20 minutes from Madison, Illinois, so it makes it convenient. My trainer stayed in the truck last night and he told me to just come home. Anyway, I'm getting ready to head out over there. We, the past couple days have been interesting. We traveled from Maine to New Hampshire through the mountains, which was interesting because we sorry, it's just it was of course it's wintertime, and thinking that we're making the best time we can by going the route we chose. We took Highway 9, which goes over what I believe was Hogback Mountain. Anyway, we're traveling up this hill with a load of lumber, and it's I think we are about 78,000 pounds, and there's points on this road. And we're traveling when it's dark. It's very early morning. I think it's like 3 a.m. and we are traveling at times at 15 miles an hour. I've got the pedal to the floor, and that's how steep it was going up one side. And so, needless to say, I was thinking, I wonder what the other side of this thing is going to be like. It was, I think it was 26 degrees, but the roads looked clear at that point, and there were trucks coming down on that same windy road. And we happened to talk with a couple on the CB, and they let us know, hey, there's a little bit of snow on the top of the mountain, but no big deal. Maybe for the experience, but for me, I was, when we started hitting the snow and thinking, holy crap, what's going on? We crested the mountain at a place where, when they say Scenic Lookout when you're in a truck, I kind of dread that because it makes me think, okay, it's way up there, so you could see everything, and now we're going to have to go down the other side. And so because there's snow on the ground and it's freezing temperatures, I'm not using the Jake brake and or cruise control. And so here we go. We're going down the mountain on the opposite side. And we start out slowly. I think we're going like 25, 30 miles an hour. And using like a stabbing, I guess I can't remember the official name, but you press on the pedal until you slow down like 5 miles an hour, and then you let off, and you continue down the mountain until you've exceeded your speed limit that you want to do by 5 miles an hour, and you just repeat that process to slow yourself down. Supposedly it saves your brakes the best that it can, but we got to the point where we started smelling the brakes in our cab, and we had our interlock differential on, and we got to the point where the road started to clear up a little bit, and with our concern for the brakes, we decided to go ahead and we put it in a lower gear, but did a low Jake brake setting, so we would have a little bit more hopefully some more control on the vehicle, and that worked. We were able to go down the rest of the mountain just fluctuating between the different settings on the Jake brake. So everything was fine. I mean, this is a brand new truck. It started out with 21 miles on it, and we've got over 3,000 now. Let's see, we came out of that hill and hit the highways, the interstate, and we're very grateful to be on more level ground. At least I was. The funny thing is I guess my trainer has found out about these videos because he's got friends and they watch YouTube and somehow came across these, so he knows about them and has seen these, so interesting. But let's see, we went from there. This was a load that was basically, we got on, what was it, a Friday? And it was going to be for payout on the week of Christmas, and it's a over 1,500 mile load, which will be great for my trainer, I think. And hopefully we'll be able to get another load when we drop it off today, Sunday. So here we've, on basically the beginning of this week, we've already driven 15, or we're going to end up with over 1,500 miles. And the week has just started. Of course, it's going to be a short week because of Christmas, but you can see how there are times where your miles can be really high certain weeks, which is great, because when you get paid by the mile and you do your driving day, that's great. Let's see, anything significant? Things are going well. We're in this new truck. It's a condo style, so I have more room, headroom. I can actually sit up on my bed, and so can my trainer. There's windows on the upper bunk, so it allows me some temperature control. I think we've worked it out to where we've got the perfect temperature while we're sleeping, because initially I was burning up. So, but just communicate with your trainer, let them know, hey, these are the things that are affecting me, and they'll hopefully make adjustments for you. Again, this is marks my 3rd week complete today. And so when I get done with the Christmas break, I'll be talking to my trainer about my evaluation down at Little Rock, so I can get scheduled for that. Hopefully sooner than actually waiting till the, I think he's got me set for, I can't remember the date, the 15th of January. So it'd be like a total of 5 weeks total training in the truck. And I think they just forecast that as the average, and then adjust accordingly based on how well the student's doing. So, you know, I'll be talking with him after Christmas to try to set that up. Let's see what else is. We're hauling, again, this is just a load of lumber. Another thing I learned is that when you can call, they provide phone numbers for where you're being delivered, and we're asking for specific instructions for driving directions, because there were none for this place. It's a brokered load. It's not a normal load that Maverick does. So I called them and got specific directions, which worked out great. But got to talking with the individual, and they found out we were coming up on Sunday, because I asked for if they had available parking. So we were planning to stay there tonight and then unload in the morning. And the gentleman was kind enough to offer to give me a cell phone, and if we show up in daylight hours, which we are, it's only a few hours away, they're going to come unload us today, and then we'll be done and available to pick up our next load even sooner. So far so good. Every day gets a little easier, a little less stressful. I'm sure it'll start all over again when I'm on my own, but I'm beginning to feel the, I guess, an appreciation for truck driving. I think this is a job would be easy for me to do in the sense of the lifestyle if I was single. For me, home time is going to be the most important thing with this specific job, and luckily Maverick aims to get us home every weekend, so that'll work out for me. If I was single, I'd probably be home very infrequently. I'd probably be on the road months at a time, just making as much money as I can. Living in my truck, because they're comfortable. The EPUs that they have keep you comfortably warm. I'm assuming they do the same thing in the summer. I don't know, we haven't hit that part yet where it's been so hot that we need to have the air conditioning running, but so far, comfort level great. Especially when you hook up your personal electronics that keep you entertained for the few minutes you're awake prior to going to sleep to start your next day. One thing I would recommend for anybody driving is, the one thing I realize is that driving can be boring when you don't have a radio or a radio station. So instead of fighting with the radio, trying to find radio stations every 50 to 100 miles, I would recommend getting a Sirius, the satellite radio system. I'm going to be looking into that because I need something to listen to while I'm driving, now that my dog's in here. Let's see, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the videos if you want updates. Feel free to share these with anybody else you can think of that is considering truck driving as a career and may be interested in flatbedding with Maverick. And this way they'll kind of know how this process goes. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So, till next time.